Hi, this is Aaron with Zollotech. Today I have the BodyGuardz for you. This is very similar to the Zag Invisible Shield or the Best Skins Ever, and I know there's a couple other brands out there, but I've had experience with the other two and this one. I've had this on my iPhone for probably a week to two at this point, and thought I'd give you my review of it, or what I thought of it. Basically, it's the same idea. As you put this on wet, they give you a squeegee and a spray bottle with some solution in it to put this on. They also give you two sets of shields. So in here, this is the remaining set that I haven't used, and in here you have the back shield, which is the larger portion here, and the front, which you can see here. I know it's a little bit bright with the white balance here, but there you go. You can see the front and back. And this is the second set that they give you, so you're well covered. You can give it to a friend, you can use it yourself, use it on a second iPhone, but for the price of one, you get two different device covers. And you have the BodyGuardz. This is their squeegee. It's a hard piece of plastic. And installation by itself went well. I'm not going to show you that, as I've shown that on other occasions with the Zag and the Best Skins Ever. So you get the idea if you've ever seen one of these installs. Now, as far as install goes, this was the most difficult one. I do have it on here, and it is very protective. The material itself it feels thicker, I want to say, than the Zag Invisible Shield or the Best Skins Ever. And it feels a little more slippery, so when you're using the pinch and that sort of thing, it is better than the other two products, in my opinion. There are some downsides to it too, though, but because it's more rigid and stiff, you can see my fingerprints are on here. I haven't removed them, but I don't know if you can see that. There's a ripple effect that happens with this cover. So you can see the camera and that sort of thing. I'm just trying to give you a better view. But there is a ripple that occurs in this material, and on the back you can see. I did try to do my best to get the air bubbles out, but it actually, right here, is this material is stretched. That's not an air bubble. That's from the squeegee trying to push the air out. I don't know if I didn't have it wet enough, but I'm pretty sure I did. As I sprayed it, I even pulled it back up to spray it. That said, it's not too big of a deal because you hold the phone like this and you don't even see it, and it's there to protect. Right here there is some more of that stretching from when I was squeegeeing it, and because the material is a little more stiff, you can see it's raised up right here and here, and I did my best to even hold my hand here like this for some time just to keep it, you know, steady and attach, give it time to adhere to the surface of the iPhone. Unfortunately, that didn't take. Same thing happened up here in this corner, and it's not because of air, it's just time. I was patient, and it took me a good 40 minutes probably just to put the back on alone. So you do have to be patient with these, but you don't mind so much when it's done because now you have the thinness of the iPhone itself, and you don't have to worry about anything else other than, you know, keeping your screen free of smudges and that sort of thing, but it maintains its thinness. It's well protected. I really do like the BodyGuardz, but like I said, it was a very difficult install. Because this material is thicker than the others, it was more difficult to get the air out of it, and I think that's why it's stretched. That said, also, it does cover better than the other two. Around this corner, this is completely covered. I don't know if you can see that here, but basically it starts here and here, the corner, but it covers completely around the chrome, completely around the back, and you might have a 2 to 3 millimeter gap from here to here, from these points at the tips of my nails there. Other than that, and right here, the entire thing is covered, chrome and all, except for the buttons, of course, but even through here is covered well. You just have plenty of room for, I mean, it's cut perfectly around the volume rocker, and there's plenty of room to move the switch back and forth, but it's perfect cut right around there. It's aligned perfectly. Around here they don't give you a button cover, which everybody else does. They give you a cotton, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't scratch anyway. And I do have the screen protector on. There is no air bubbles under here, but it's not a perfect piece of vinyl or plastic material that this is. It does leave a little bit of wrinkles. There's some dings in here. Just from your nail you can leave little scratches in the plastic itself. Just me doing that there. I don't know if you can see it, but all these little, I'm trying to show you on the camera best I can, but all these little things, these are just from like a nail scratch. It's not going to scratch your screen, but it's on the plastic and can get annoying. But as far as protection goes, I've bumped my keys up against this many times. It works great. There is no shock protection, obviously, because it is really thin. You might get a little bit, but not really compared to a real full shell type case. But this is so thin, it really reminds you of how thin the iPhone is. When it's in your pocket, you don't even feel it. With a case on, you do, because it just pushes against your pocket that much more. But, you know, cut around the glass, or the camera lens, rather, is perfect. It's probably the best cut of the vinyl coverings that I've seen. Hardest installation, most durable I've seen, I would say. And doesn't come unstuck, that's for sure. Only these areas, these were unstuck from the get-go. I tried to get them stuck down there, and the reason they're white now is that I think that's lint attached to them. But again, they give you two of them, so if you're unhappy with it, peel it off, put the other one on. So as far as the BodyGuardz go, I can't fault them as far as price and value. The only thing I can fault is the type of material is a little bit more tricky to put on, but I think you'll be pleased in the long run. I'm kind of hesitant to take that off to put it in another case to show you more reviews, just because I like it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to pull the covering off and move to do more case reviews. But again, I have a whole second BodyGuardz to put back on it if I want to. So, pretty good value for your money. Check them out. They did get an award from iLounge also, Best of the Year award in 2007. So they've been out a while, and the best thing I think here is they're made in the USA, which is a big thing for me. You see a lot of import products, which isn't necessarily horrible, but you know, it's giving people jobs here in the US with our economy as it's recovering now. So it's in the upswing, but still we have, you know, a company that's been made here, which is pretty rare. So anyway, the BodyGuardz are available. You can get them on their website, and I think a couple other sites sell them as well. But check them out, BodyGuardz. I don't have the website right here handy, nluproducts.com, and I'll show it right around here for you in a few seconds. Other than that, compared to the other two, it's really a matter of taste. If you want a little bit thicker, more durable, it might show a little more scuffs, but I think you're going to want to go with the BodyGuardz compared to the Zag or the Best Skins Ever. If you're looking for price, it's a kind of a toss-up. You get two with this one, so if you're looking for two phones, go with the BodyGuardz, because they're going to give you two right off the bat. Hit me up with any questions if you have any. Please subscribe and rate. This is Aaron with Zollotech. I'll see you next time.